hanging out with Billy Van Pelt. I happened to be driving past the Wally Wade car. Someone waved to me, and when I saw the smile, I said, wait a minute, that's Billy Van Pelt. First of all, how have you been, man? I haven't seen you, I think, maybe 3-4 months.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay. Are we working tonight in some capacity?
Yep, we're going to help out Billy Wade, working with him and trying to get him going good, and then I've been working with Gary Tompkins a little bit, but
Okay.
just not been able to put a lot of shows together to do everything we've been trying to do.
Is this something we kind of do for friends, or is this something we could see you being like a somebody who goes to the track and helps multiple drivers?
I help out a lot of people. Right now I've just been doing those two. Well, I should say just those two, because I've actually been bouncing around with some other guys too,
Okay.
trying to help them. I don't want to get into a weekly thing there, you know, because I still like going on vacations. I've been finding out there's something more than just racing, believe it or not.
Gotcha. And I know you and your wife do a lot of things. You like to go to a lot of places, so we don't want to do that. We are in a different position this year. What are you doing at Freedom?
I am the race director up for Freedom.
How do you like that, being on the other side?
So far it's been really good. The guys up there really not made it challenging for me.
Really?
So it's been very good.
Okay. How does your experience driving and dealing with other race directors on radios helped you, or has it?
I think I got a different perspective than probably a lot of race directors. So far it's been really good. Everybody's happy with what I've been doing. I try to feed the drivers as much information as I can.
Well, are you on the one-way then?
I'm on the one-way.
Okay. And some guys have said too much information is almost too much, but you want almost minimal. What were you thinking when you were a driver? How much did you want to hear from the race director?
Well, the only time I talk is when we're, for a caution. When they come out, I tell them how many laps, tell them when we're going green, or we're going to go green next time.
Gotcha.
Things like that.
Okay.
I try to make sure that the one-way receivers are working. But, asking them to throw their hand up and stuff like that. Under a caution, I'll even tell them how many laps are in.
Okay.
And what I like to do, I like to tell them where the wreck is, not where to
go high and 4. Oh, so you tell them wreck low rather than go high.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like to tell them where the wreck is. Maybe they maybe they're the other way, but I haven't heard anybody complaining about what we do. But we don't have a ton of cars to really bottle up everything. I mean, we did have one big wreck, but that was going to happen regardless. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
Is that an area you'd like to pursue? Could you see yourself being a promoter or a race director at a weekly track?
No.
Okay, why? Just too much?
I don't want to be tied down every weekend.
I get that.
I like going to Lucas Oil late model races. So if I'm tied down in a racetrack, I can't do that.
Right, and your wife, and you can't take a weekend motorcycle ride or something like that either. So
ride side by side or go somewhere with the family on a family vacation.
Okay. So have you found the balance that every racer or person involved with racing is always looking for?
I think I have.
Okay.
I think I have. I mean, I can say no.
Yeah, that's true. Unless it's a regular show at Freedom, obviously. How much do we have left to go there?
There's 2 races, a double
one
night.
Weekend? Okay.
Yeah, one weekend. September, I think it's 13th and the 14th.
Okay.
It's a big 2-day weekend coming up. So.
Okay. How many times in the last 2 seasons have people asked you to drive their stuff?
A few times.
Under 6?
Yeah, probably under 6.
Okay. Were you anticipating that?
What's that?
Were you anticipating people going, come on, Billy, why don't you take this out, shake it down for us?
Yeah, I was anticipating doing that. I actually thought I would get in and hot lap them a little bit here and there, and
really?
I've been asked on a couple. I took one out, but the old injuries of when I used to race there, I used to pull my ribs out, my back out, and I got in and ran 10 laps. Sure enough, it took me a couple more or 3 more trips to the chiropractor to get put back.
So you knew as soon as you got out of the car, I shouldn't have done that, huh?
Yeah, shouldn't have done it. So I am now definitely not getting back in one.
Okay, all right. Did you enjoy it at least when you were in there for the 10 laps?
I always loved running them.
Okay, just not working on them and paying for them and all the other stuff, right?
Correct. I love working on them.
Okay, that's the biggest part, right?
Yeah.
Getting the setup and diagnosing issues, things like that, right?
Absolutely, and then not necessarily what I did works for everybody, The biggest thing that I found is they got to work with the driver and figure out what's good for them.
Well, I've talked to some other people who do that kind of stuff, mostly with sprints, and they say, especially with sprints, it's almost more of teaching the driver to drive that setup. Is that true in mods? Or is it what you want?
And my thing is, if the driver's not confident in his race car, he's not going to go fast.
True.
So my job is to make the driver comfortable so he can go fast.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's my thoughts. Once
Okay.
he trusts that race car, he's going to get a lot out of it.
Okay.
If he never trusts it, he's not going to go fast.
And he's got to trust the guy who his crew chief is, who's making those changes too.
Yep.
Special relationship, isn't it?
It is a special relationship. The driver has to talk to the guy who's helping him out. You know, that's my biggest thing. You know, when they start coming to me and saying, I'll tell you a perfect example. I helped a young kid over to Woodhull. They come and got me and they said, hey, you need to meet this kid. He's a real good kid, needs help.
Okay.
So I go up there and I said, so, you know, what's your issues? He said, I have no side bite or no forward bite. But I got I got on 3-0 brakes. I'm afraid the car's going to push. And I said, well, that's your side bite and forward bite problem.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, so you're shearing the car and not hooking it. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because then you're just trying to catch it.
yeah.
You know.
Well, then you're waiting on it because it won't go. And if you do get
Right.
on the gas, you're not hooked up because you've not
Right.
hooked up.
Yeah, and they just got 2 car lengths on you while you were shearing and sliding up the racetrack.
Exactly.
So
Anyway, I worked on his car and made a couple of changes and just kind of went through it, made him go back to 4-wheel brake, and he almost won that night. First
No
night out
kidding.
with the car, just talking to him.
That stuff
now
makes
he's
you feel
calling me
good.
every week.
Got a new
So,
customer.
which is
so
cool.
I hope you guys have fun tonight. Again, Freedom is when? Which
September
weekend?
13th and 14th.
Oh,
I
same
believe.
weekend here, guys. So
Same
there's a lot
weekend as
going on.
here.
So, okay. So if you're looking for something different, head on down there and have some fun. Hey, thanks for all you did over the years. I know a lot of racers listened to your advice, and I'm sure they had a lot of thank yous to you. So nice to see you again. Please keep in touch, okay?
Absolutely. And I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. And, you know, like I told you, I wasn't really worried
Yeah, I know.
about doing a video, but you know what? It's pretty cool. And
I hadn't
love
seen you in a
what
while.
do for the racers.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have fun tonight.
Thank you.